Where are we going? I'm gonna have to
the Hall of Fame.
Ah! Welcome to the. It got me going now. Okay. For the sound guy.
Did we all smoke? What's happening?
Apparently, I didn't smoke enough.
What are you doing with the butter?
I don't know.
All right, here we
Go.
go. This is for real.
Please go.
Okay, we're ready. Welcome to the Three Julias on 30A Television. I'm Julia, and this is...
Brooklyn Julia.
And this is...
Southern Julia.
And welcome to the Hall of Fame episode. My goodness, do tell them all about it, Julia.
I don't know anything about it. Tell
Okay,
us about
I'll tell it.
You tell us about it. You're the one who got the email,
Thank
so
you.
I
you're the
can't wait to
Julia.
hear about
We
it.
just got inducted into the Hall of Fame Taste Awards in California alongside Best Thing I Ever Ate and Restaurant Impossible
Iron Chef and Iron Chef.
Alex Guarnaschelli.
Yay! We love you, Alex.
Oh my God, we so
I love her chocolate from San Francisco.
She's from New York.
I know, but the
First of
chocolate's
all,
from
and the
San
chocolate
Francisco.
is not one
Julia, have
jelly.
you been drinking?
Not yet.
Not enough.
So listen, folks, if you haven't seen the show before, it's a little take on Julia Child, clearly, and there has to be three of us.
Right.
So what we're going to
That's
do,
what makes us
coming
the
up,
three Julias, right?
Otherwise, it would have been like 2 Julias
You're
or
killing me.
5 Julias.
so what we're going to do is our show is about a little cocktail to start off with, and then we're going to have a little appetizer with Southern Julia. And then, I think I just blew a snot.
You did!
And then,
You totally did! I'm gonna get you a Kleenex.
thank you.
You're gonna have to go.
And then,
We're gonna have to edit from
no,
here.
no, we're not.
You can't blow a snot on a TV show about food.
When you put it like that, Julia.
Oh my god.
I don't want any of this.
Where did it blow?
It didn't go
I
anywhere.
think it went in this one.
Oh, that's his glass.
If you hadn't seen the show before, it's a little take on Julia Childs, naturally, with the three Julias. And we do a cocktail to start off the show, and then
It's
we're
not
going and then we're going to do a little inside joke. And then we're going to do an appetizer with Southern Julia. And then we've got a main course coming up from me because I was very adventurous today. So stick around. I'm going to switch places with Julia, and she's going to show you this fantastic martini.
I am. It's gonna
Spiffy.
be fabulous.
Is it now? Go on then.
Yes. All right. So I decided to make cocktails today with a little bit of ginger and lemon because Julia called me earlier and said, I think we're gonna do an Indian style lamb thing.
Oh.
So I said, well, okay, what can we do to kind of go along with the grains? So this is what we did. And I've sort of pre-mixed some here for you, but I'm going to show you what the beautiful ingredients are. And I'm going to demonstrate a couple little things. So we've got vodka.
Keep going.
Most importantly, we got vodka. Okay, we got vodka and ice. Now what we're doing here is we're just chilling the glasses. I don't use vermouth in any of this recipe, so you just put a little ice in the glasses and let them cool down. And then we're gonna zest a little lemon. What am I doing here? We're gonna zest a little lemon.
Turn it up the other way, dear.
No, dear. It goes like this. You zest the lemon. Use a little bit. Okay? Then we've taken ginger, and it's fresh ginger, and all I've done is peel the edges off, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the ginger. I'm just gonna zest the ginger right in there.
Now, what would a substitute be if someone was more into, say, Marianne?
You know, that's a really good question, Southern Julia, and only a Southerner like yourself could come up with something nonsensical like that. So, if you really were more into Marianne, who's a brunette, then I suggest that you would use
Sailor's Jerry.
Or maybe Rachel Ray.
or rum or something like that instead of using vodka.
Clearly ginger lovers that tune into
Yes.
the
No, that's
Philly.
gonna give it
The
quite
other
a pop,
thing
dear, isn't it?
I hope that it does. So the other thing that we're going to do here, because we have this magnificent, I can't say it, forget it. We're going to squeeze a little lemon juice right in there. See
Now,
like
if you
that.
do it this way up, the pips won't go in the drink.
Yeah,
you know?
we don't care about that because we have this little filter cup.
Julia, you are so smart. No wonder you're a legend.
So what we're going to do
In my
now
own lunchtime, dear.
is we're going to shake it and not stir it. And the reason why we shake it and not stir it is because we want to bruise the ice. Do you know what that means, Julia?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means you don't get arrested.
It could mean that, because that means that your drink is a little more watered down. Because to bruise the ice means that you're shaking it hard enough to actually make little ice chips. Okay. So
You
now
do or don't want to bruise it?
you do want to bruise it when you're making a cocktail like this.
All right.
Now, if you're very specific about not getting ice chips in your martini, then what you're going to do is just stir it.
Stirred, not shaken.
Stir, not shaking. So
Got it.
What are we doing?
we're taking the ice and we're dumping it in the dump bucket down here.
I would have eaten that.
Didn't know there was a
It's
dump
ice.
bucket down there.
I didn't either. That's what I thought you were doing on the floor.
Which one was which?
It doesn't
I
matter.
would-
That's the snot one.
I would like the one that doesn't have snot, please.
Okay.
Here, just put
That
my-
looks
actually, just pour it
delicious,
right
dear.
here.
I'm gonna make you a small one, Julie, because I know that you're just a little sensitive and
Last time I
genteel.
drank vodka, I wound up divorced.
Oh, that's not such a good thing.
My husband, Paul,
All right.
always used to say, don't drink a martini in the bath.
Why did he say that?
It'll
He
bunk.
found you asleep.
I didn't have a drop line. I didn't have an answer for that.
Sorry to hear that.
Wait, I missed you, dear.
Welcome to the Three Julias.
Yes.
Special awards.
Seminary. We should have had champagne, dear. So listen.
I thought about it.
We're
Oh,
gonna
that's
take-
delicious.
Is it really?
Mhm.
I thought.
Taste it. She's so genteel.
It's
What
not
can I
good.
tell you?
I'm
She's so genteel.
wasted.
Not quite, dear. So we're gonna take a little short break. Because
I got you, girl.
Because Southern Julia is having a next pack. And we're gonna be right back after these messages.
After we revive a shot of vodka, crying in a bucket. All right.
Once she's back from overacting class, we'll begin.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Three Julias. Now, after the ginger lemon martini that Julia just made for us, we are going to do a little appetizer dish. And it's basically, this is something you can do when your friends show up unexpectedly and still look like you had it together. So we're going to take the naan bread, which is basically, Julia, do you know what naan means?
Bread.
I was asking Julia.
Yes. No, I didn't know. Tell me. What does it mean? Where does it come from?
Oh, it comes from South Asia. Usually they say naan bread, and it's cooked in a tandoor oven. Which
Could be India even.
Yes.
Even be India.
Swish it around, dear.
But I have some olive oil.
Yes,
Yeah,
get some-
tongs, Julia, that's fine.
There you go.
So I have
Gentle
some.
with the pan.
All right.
Give it a turn, love. In your own time.
So I've got some olive oil
very
and
bossy.
some garlic in this pan sauteing. And it's just, oh, look look at the brownness on that.
Beautiful. Oh
Look
my
at
gosh,
that.
it's beautiful.
That is. Oh, Julia likes a lot of butter. I say the more butter, the better.
There's
Oh,
only
I
one
agree, and
more
garlic
thing
as
for
well.
Butter, and that's bacon.
Bacon butter.
Not yet.
And
Don't they
garlic.
make?
Let it sit.
I know we need to let it sit. Let's
Let it sit
tell
for
us
a second.
something funny.
Funny. Hey, Mom.
Mom. Wow.
So listen,
Okay,
listen.
yes.
Diet food is what you eat while you're waiting for the naan bread to cook.
Diet
I
food.
thought it was the steak.
Well, you can use either. They should be ready now.
You know, there are 3 ways to my heart.
Oh.
That is to buy me food, to bake me food,
Okay.
It's done, dear.
or
Take
to
it
be
out.
food.
Oh.
It's done. We're gonna take it out.
There you
A
go.
little salt and pepper on there. While it's hot.
Well, we're
see?
gonna add, but aren't you going to serve it with some dipping sauces?
I am. If
So do
Julie
we really
would
need
just-
salt and pepper?
I
Julia,
don't.
it's off, dear.
Yes, I don't.
I can do it. I can do it.
Our
You
pan is
do your
scorched.
thing.
All right. So I'm just gonna lay the naan bread on the cutting board and cut it up into little finger size.
Bite-sized pieces. This
And we're
is
gonna arrange them on the plate.
yes.
And when you see a plate full of food perfectly arranged, what's the first thing you think, Julia?
Eat.
It wasn't me that did it.
Someone's fingers have been all over.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that earlier. I remember that
Those are
now.
lovely squares you're
Brilliant.
making.
They're not squares yet.
You just make them so you can pick them up with your
Yeah,
fingers.
you can just place them around the plate.
That looks so good.
Here,
That's
Miss
really-
Julia.
May I?
Yes. And our dipping sauces today are from all over the world.
I've traveled quite extensively
So you
as
wanted
a
to
woman.
do something international then, sort of.
Yeah, it's gonna go with our main dish.
Did you pick up a sharp knife when you were there?
I didn't. You know what they say about sharp knives? They'll cut your finger.
And I have proof of this.
Extraordinary.
And this is a very good Band-Aid. This is a good homemade
is.
Band-Aid because
So
I
while you're
couldn't
doing
find a
that-
Band-Aid in my house.
While you're doing that, I'll do the other batch of naan.
There you go, Julia.
I don't
You're
think we need
such
that
a help.
many.
Where is it?
Julie, I don't think we need that many.
Yeah, well, we're going to do it anyway.
Fight, 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 fight.
Okay,
Come on, then.
there you are.
Apparently the pan's still hot.
Well, of course it is.
No, it isn't.
So this naan bread is going to be paired up with a Moroccan harissa sauce.
And
Also, a roasted aubergine and sweet red pepper
What's
sauce.
an aubergine, dear?
Oh, it's an eggplant. It's a fancy way to say eggplant.
oh, and what else?
And also we have
So
a.
this is the aubergine. This is the harissa.
Wait, yeah.
No.
This is the Moroccan harissa.
Okay.
And then
I
this
loved
is
her in Law and Order.
Moroccan harissa. I studied with her in acting school. So, you know, just
Look at
give it
that.
a.
That
give it
looks
a-
beautiful.
fabulous.
It's wonderful.
It's a hodgepodge, but we also have a sweet mango chutney from Patalks,
And we also have a sweet chili garlic hummus.
which is my favorite.
And that is from
Boar's head.
Oh, I thought you said Casablanca.
I believe Greece is the origin of, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in right here.
Do it.
And I'm gonna put a little bit of each on my plate
I wouldn't do that
so
one.
I can mix and match. No, I like the chutney.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And I'm not a big fan of eggplant, but the combination I thought was nice.
I want you all to know that the Moroccan harissa is basically a really spicy olive.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a tapenade, only it's a little spicier. So
Yeah, and
just gonna
then
dig right in.
the sweet red pepper aubergine eggplant thing, I think would, make
Here's a little plate for you.
a nice dessert. a
So if you're
pie,
watching this on Facebook or YouTube,
Yeah.
we would love you to share it, hit the subscribe button, and or the little bell notifications that tell you we have done another episode of the Three Julias,
that's
inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Didn't do the Hall of Fame.
The Taste Awards Hall of Fame, I think it's fabulous.
It's amazing. We are so
Julia,
grateful.
Are you setting your bread on fire?
Well, I thought I might leave it for you to... No, it's good, see?
It's good.
Okay, I know that.
All right, y'all, stick in on this.
I'm a well-trained chef, you know.
I
Yeah.
heard that about you, Julia.
That is
Wow, that is really.
It's another minute for it to cook.
That is that.
This is good.
It's an explosion
It's
in your
very
mouth.
spicy. It's definitely very olivey.
Looks
It goes
amazing.
really well though with the naan bread, because the naan bread
Yes.
kind of takes the heat off of it
Yes.
a little bit.
I think we've got this one going here. I'm going to stick it on with Bakey Weighty. Spiffy idea, Julia.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
Julia.
you. I thought it was a good idea too. I think you did a great job there, Miss Southern Julia.
Thanks.
And it's so simple.
It is.
So taste, people.
I'm trying to.
Well,
It's all the way over there.
You
What do
got
you want me to serve you, Julia? Lord have mercy.
yeah,
Oh, you
whatever.
know.
Southern
This is where we
hospitality.
reach in and
I'm
just go
just
for
hanging
it.
around for the main course that I'm going to make.
That's the chutney, Julia.
Thank you.
That's the
Other stuff.
aubergine.
That hummus is absolutely delicious.
And this is the Moroccan
And
harissa.
as Julia
Thank you.
did mention,
You're
we
so
did
nice.
actually, I did actually find it. It's a boar's head hummus, and they have lots of
Hashtag.
different flavors. Hashtag boar's head.
Fabulous. So we're going
my
to
favorite.
Try it.
take another little break, and we'll be right back.
You didn't taste it yet.
Oh, shoot. Well,
Can't
guess I'll
talk
do
with your
that.
mouth open.
What?
Let your readers know how you feel
What's
about
that
the
mean?
food that us three Julias are preparing for everybody.
Let me taste it when we come back. No? Taste it now? No.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Get that diamond, put it in pocket till I get back. Going downtown to see a man, and I ain't got time to keep you.
Welcome back to the Three Julias. This is the Taste Awards. What are we doing? Inducting
Hall of
ourselves into it?
They
Yes.
did it for us.
Hall of Fame. Taste Awards Hall of Fame. How many times did we win this award?
Never,
That's
never.
what I thought. Never.
We are in the winner's promo video.
Right, that we have won,
So
that
they
we have
owe
been
us
in,
one
that we've
medal.
been nominated for like what, 10 years in a
6.
row?
We're
So
like
that's
the
why
Susan Lucci
I thought it was
of
more
the
like
Taste
four, it
Awards.
was like 40
It might be
times.
7. This year it might be 7.
So I know we've got lamb in here that Julie's going to tell us about.
Oh,
but
yes.
Julia, what are you making over there to go with the lamb?
I'm
a
gonna make
field of
some-
butter.
A field of butter. When you put butter in your pan, you want to ask yourself, what would Julia do? And that would be just add a little more butter. Now this is a take on Julia's original Brussels sprouts, but I don't have an hour. So
Right.
these are already blanched.
Here's one.
That needs cutting.
Here's one.
And what
Here's
we're doing
one.
is we're putting them
No,
in
it
a
isn't.
pan full of the garlic oil and butter that we had for the naan bread.
Yum.
And we are just going to saute these up.
Oh.
And then we're going to add some Parmesan cheese and grated Swiss cheese. Now, Julia would normally take the cheese and make a nice crust in the bottom of the
She would,
baking
would she?
pan.
She absolutely would. I'm sure she would. Julia,
you?
you are correct.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, we're not doing that today.
We're browning them, though.
Yeah, we're doing this Texas style, and we're just going to do it all in a frying pan.
They look lovely. They're going to
Thank
sit
you.
there for a minute.
Now, tell us about the lamb.
Let them
Is there
sit
any way
here.
to turn it down just a little
Just
bit?
a
Turn it
hash.
down.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a hashtag.
To not, so that the butter,
Butter
does
won't
not
burn.
brown.
Yes, we don't want brown
We
butter.
don't want brown. Well, a little brown is
I
okay,
thought we
but
wanted
burn.
the brown.
A little brown
butter
is okay.
or the
Little
things
brown.
themselves,
Little brown.
dear.
Now,
Otherwise, it turns into burnt butter.
So I had a lot of fun today cutting
That you
Julia's finger.
Let me just drink to that.
yeah, I'm going to drink to
And-
that too.
I know we've got a close up of this shot, but it's the
Ouch,
most fabulous
Elliot.
lamb roast.
I can't
Let me
believe
borrow those, please.
you are truly a legend to be cutting lamb and cut
Somebody else's
Julia's
finger.
finger.
Like, it was
So I'm gonna
it was
plate
like
this.
out of nowhere it happened.
So this is the most yummy roast, lamb roast in the world. And
And it's
since
a leg of lamb without a bone,
it
right?
is- yes, boneless like a lamb. That's where I was headed with it. So what we
I know, I
actually
know.
did. Where are you going with
I'm
that?
just leaving it over here while you show them.
No, this is where I need both.
But they need to see how lovely that
It's
looks.
we're going to
Being
see.
bossy tonight.
I was using this tongue.
Lord, so
I
look.
think she's going through menopause.
So this is the most wonderful leg of lamb, boneless leg of lamb. Now, what we did with this was, considering we went a little bit Asian flavored, Indian flavored.
Indian flavored.
Yes, well,
I
it
thought
is
you
in
told
Asia.
me on the phone Indian.
It is in Asia.
Indian,
So
Greek,
underneath
same
we
thing.
got these fabulous
French.
onions, which we cooked down in our.
What did you cook that down in, Julia?
Yeah,
In
do
Casablanca.
tell us.
Tell us more about how you did this lamb.
We got ourselves a catacombs cooker.
Do you mean the Elacombs?
Catacombs.
Some people say
Alico.
Alex
And
Holmes.
I must say, I have
catacombs.
to give a shout out to Daddy Jack in his restaurant, which is Cooking with the Blues on YouTube. So big shout out to Daddy Jack.
Hey, Daddy
And
Jack.
he's got a restaurant in the northeast of America, somewhere,
Is Daddy Jack the
like
one that
New
knows?
Hampshire or somewhere.
I
Is
thought
Daddy
it was.
Jack the one that knows how you cook this lamb?
Yeah, no,
No.
no.
Sounds like
So
you
look
He
at
stole
just
this.
it.
know,
Look
he
at
introduced
these
us to the
onions.
Elacombs.
No, but it's lovely. So he had one in his restaurant, and I said to Red, "Is that
Who's
a
Did
Red?
you say that too?
Who's
I
red?
said, I don't know. I said that the one of the Julias that was used to be called Red. Stop it. And I said,
What did you say?
Julia, we have to get one of these. And
Yes.
she said, no, we don't. And I said, yes, we do. And then
And
she
then what happened?
paid, and we got one. So now,
And then you
so
use that.
That's because I
You
heard.
did.
I heard that
I used
Julia.
it.
I heard that Brooklyn Julia chick found a really good deal
yes,
on a broken
Yes.
box one
Yes.
on Amazon.
yes. So look.
And you know we love Amazon.
So listen, so we put onions in here, and we put some beautiful tandoor rice, basmati rice even.
Tandoori basmati
That's what I
rice.
thought you said. And I was just checking.
Would you like to
Tandoori is the
Yes.
style, and tandoor is the oven.
Oh,
Correct.
well
See?
said.
Somebody's paying attention. You know, I could have passed those to you.
Okay, y'all were talking.
Wait. What
What?
are you doing?
I'm plating it
How are you going to cut it?
on the plate.
Dear
There.
God.
So now it's been resting for a bit, about 4 hours, and we're going to actually open up the old loiny thing.
Okay. So
Pork
while
loin.
you're doing that, I'm going to
Thanks,
talk
dear.
about how a certain time of year, a
Excuse
bunch
me.
of pumpkin, you just use the tongs, love.
I'm using these.
A bunch of pumpkin beers come out on the market. And we try one every year. And sometimes they're delicious and sometimes they're not so delicious. So this is the first time that we're going to try this one. And we're going to see how it goes. And I'm going to use this used martini glass to try it.
That sounds delicious.
That already have the lemon and the ginger in there, so it should be perfect.
Look at this Parmesan cheese. It's 14 months old.
Oh, this is actually quite delicious. Now, Julia and I were
Yes.
at a pub recently, and she
Just not in
tried.
the shop department.
She tried. Exactly. So she tried this Kentucky bourbon barrel beer,
Oh,
which I
yeah.
know is quite the alliteration of
It was stinkingly
bees.
good.
And anyway, it was absolutely delicious. So this is actually a Kentucky pumpkin barrel ale, and I have to tell you that it's not too pumpkiny, and it's quite delicious.
What you doing now, Julia?
So
Letting
Julia-
them rest.
So Julia, would you
Let
like to
them rest.
try it?
With the pumpkin beer?
Yes,
Mm,
because you are a fan of
I am
ales.
I am a fan of beer.
Now, this edge of this
Being so southern.
looks
and
like
all.
it is cooked through, but if you look more
Oh, I will.
at the middle, you can
Yes, of
see
course.
that we did leave it to be more to a medium
Yes.
to medium well.
I did want to
And the
point that out.
perfect temperature for a medium to medium well lamb, which is really where you want to eat your lamb,
Yes.
medium well. And I know there's going to be naysayers out there
Mm-hmm.
who say no, they like it medium rare, but it's a little too gamey and chewy for me at that
I
temperature.
really like
Medium
mine
is
done.
perfect. Well, you're a Southern girl, and
Well,
I
you
get that.
enjoy
It's
this
okay.
one then.
It's done. Well, it's sat in the pot.
You know,
well,
it's-
you told me it sat in the pot a little longer.
It did.
But anyway, the
You
temperature,
told me.
the temperature you want to cook it
Shut
to,
up.
and you get your little handy meat thermometer, and you want to cook it to 145, and then you want to take it out
Or
and
about 2 o'clock.
and then let it rest for about, on that size of a roast, about 20 minutes. And then it will be a perfect medium to medium well,
Yes.
for those of you who like it that way. Now, for those of you in the South, just
Here we go.
Just cook the hell out of it and let it go forever.
Yes. Cook the hell out of it.
Cook the hell out of it.
Yes.
Did you
We
taste
don't
the,
want any Satan in there at all.
Did you taste the pumpkin beer?
Not yet. It looks fun.
Here you go. Taste
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, let me
But
taste
did
this.
you taste it?
I did taste that beer, that Kentucky pumpkin barrel.
Did you like it?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
It's okay because I have Yingling.
I think it tastes like Jack.
Yeah,
You know what?
I'm not looking for a sponsorship.
We're all not going to have the
from
same
them.
opinion on this
Yeah,
stuff.
no, you can
Do
have
you
it.
That's
know?
fine.
Yes, it's
Yes.
very
It
subjective,
it is a little bit sweet, but it's pumpkiny. But it's not too pumpkiny.
but a zest of
If you'll
ginger in there
pass me
might
some-
just go.
Small
It's
plates. I'll put some.
That's probably why.
And even though that I put this in
And here's
a
some more
saute pan, the
Yes,
I-
the sprouts here. I
the
forgot.
cheese is actually crusting up on the bottom of
It
the
looks
pan like it
beautiful.
would do in a
Now,
baking
is that
pan.
in Parmesan, dear?
This is Swiss.
Swiss Parmesan.
Swiss, and then the Parmesan.
Well, that should be enough.
That looks
No, but it's
delicious.
setting up like the
You need
crust
more
that
heat, though.
That
you need- I
that,
turned
that
it
you
off for a
told her
reason.
how to make with the crust on it, Julia, child.
Yes, this is your recipe. You
I
should.
know it is.
Oh, those onions.
Then why did you turn the heat back up? Because this.
This is television. We have to
Oh,
go.
she's in menopause too.
Yeah, like there's one particular man that I wish would pause.
Ah! That's funny right there.
You're not talking about your husband right now. I
No,
can tell.
I'd never talk about him on TV.
All right, so I'm gonna pull one more trick out of my drinks bag tonight.
Yes. Then
And
we'll come back
Julia,
and taste.
you were telling me something about this wine earlier, since we're doing the international
Oh, the
thing
19
for a bunch of stuff. I've chosen a Australian. The name of the winery and the company is called 19 Crimes, and they do a bunch of different grape varietals.
Here, on the
And this
ice
is
bag.
actually a blend. And the fun thing about this blend is
It's everybody plate.
when my husband Paul and I first
Who?
started dating, we had a.
That's funny. My husband's called Paul too.
Funny how that works.
Extraordinary.
Anyway, we had this thing about buying wines where we didn't spend a lot of money, but we would look for a decent dimple because the bottle with the dimple costs a little bit more to manufacture.
What do you
What do you
mean the
think?
dimple in the bottom of the bottle?
Yeah, this
Yes,
thing right
see,
here.
look, it's
Huh.
also
See
called a
it?
punt.
It's called a punt or a dimple. And then we would look for that, and then we would look for the alcohol percentage because even if it tasted terrible,
Yes.
you'd get a little buzz on it, right?
Huh?
So that these wines,
You can get a
these
buzz on
19
cough
crimes,
syrup.
are very.
Only with a driver's
You're killing,
license.
you're killing me over here.
Sorry.
Anyway, these wines are very, very inexpensive, and I happened to find them on sale today at the World Market over in PCB. And they were they were like really, really, really very inexpensive, less than $10 a bottle.
And it's really neat because you can download
Yeah, this is what you were talking about earlier.
an
Do
app,
tell, Julia.
the 19 Crimes app onto your phone, and then hold your phone in picture mode up to his face, and he will tell you his very own 19 Crimes story.
And they all
About
of the
the
different
uprising.
varietals have a different label.
Right.
So there's all kinds of different stories. And this particular wine is 15% by volume. For wine, that's a very good percentage.
So when I
Let me
did,
just tell
And for
you.
$10, that's a very
For
good
less than
deal.
$10, it's a very good deal.
see when I did
So
it,
I'm
it
gonna-
didn't work.
I'm gonna pour a little
You have to have the
two little
app.
taste. You have to get the app.
Julia,
Silly
you're
old
so
me.
behind times.
Isn't that a flip phone you got there?
Technology will impress me when it can download food.
Oh,
There you go.
indeed.
All right, so
Do you know what my
we're gonna
favorite beer
taste
is?
all this, right?
What is your favorite beer?
Gin.
I thought that was your favorite wine. Anyway, let's have a toast to the Taste Awards inductees into the Hall of Fame. We're gonna come back and taste all
the
this
food.
yummy stuff.
Mhm.
Cheers. Stay with us.
See you soon. When you're cooking Brussels sprouts, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what would Julia do?
That's right.
This is your recipe. You should.
I know it is.
Oh, those onions.
Then why did you turn the heat back up? Because this.
No shit, Sherlock.
Thank God that only takes an hour to film.
Did it? Because I've been here 4.
It feels like it.
It's kind of got a spam texture to it. Oh,
Welcome back! We are having a lovely time on our Hall of Fame episode.
Yes.
Having a little glass of wine because we ran out of pumpkin beer.
also known as a big glass of wine.
And we are
It is a
tasting.
very big glass of
We're
wine.
tasting the Indian tandoori-ish lamb.
Aye.
And
Masala. Graham masala.
and you know it is. It
How
is
does it taste?
well, it's one of the younger parts of the cut of meat. You know,
You're talking about the lamb. Okay, so,
Yes, so
yeah,
it's
we were
not a-
talking about this on the break.
it's not.
Somebody mentioned the word mutton.
No, we're
And the
just
truth
gonna.
is
We're
mutton.
not gonna talk about it on the break. We're just
Oh.
gonna do it.
Okay. Are you going to make a mutton stew out of this?
No,
No,
Why?
because it's not mutton.
and a mutton is the adult, dear. This is lamb, little spring
baby.
lamb.
This is a baby?
Yes.
Well, it used to be.
That's what makes it tender and delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So, Julia, how are you enjoying the lamb?
Not very much now that we started talking about it.
Oh, well.
Well, listen. They don't keep them in boxes anymore, like
They
veal.
Oh my gosh, these are baby Brussels sprouts too.
See?
Yes.
The only thing that's aged on this table is the wine, probably not even that, and the cheese that you put in there that was 60 days old.
And
This is why I
and the
didn't-
Julias.
Yes.
So
Well, since we're all going through menopause, apparently
we
that's
are.
true.
We're on the same cycle now too.
The same cycle.
So it's going downhill rather fast,
Really quickly.
So listen, we had a lovely time with the Brussels sprouts. The plants have feelings too, you know.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But they're not as cute as little baby lamb.
No, they're definitely not. So
Well,
listen,
Eric.
So Julia, thanks for having us Julias along for the ride on the Three
Wasn't that
Julias.
fun?
And congratulations to all of us on the
Oh, can
Taste
you believe it?
Awards.
Thank you, Alex
Hall of Fame.
Guarnaschelli, for
And thanks for Alex
tweeting back.
for sharing your your hashtag Alex Guarnaschelli Taste Award with us.
You know when you ask, can you believe it? I can't.
We're so grateful, and we'll see everybody in
We're
California.
not even sure it's true.
Yeah, right.
It's true. It's true.
We're gonna definitely
Trust
look
me,
it up.
it's true. People looked it up and said, "Holy yes, it is."
Oh yes.
My mom.
Sam,
My mom said holy yes.
Holy Soul,
Sure.
Holy Shoes.
We'll see you next time on the Three Julias. Don't forget to hit subscribe, the notification button. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the follow button, all the things that you're supposed to do to make us have more viewers, and we appreciate that.
All right.
Yes, we do.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.